Hello, beautiful humans. Today we're talking about the number one simple sales formula you need to work towards consistent sales. Consistent sales as a business owner. One thing that is going to help you get there is reliable and repeatable systems. There is no way around it. And if you're not a systems person, it's okay. There's things that you can do to put in place, to put in some standard kind of operating procedures, and you can actually get someone else to run these for you if it's not something that you can do personally on a daily basis. If you are coaching a lot, you have a lot of one-to-one clients or group program, whatever it is. But putting these systems in place for yourself around lead generation is a total gift for you, for yourself, right? It actually gives you the sales back. It gives you time back because you know what to focus on. And also it gives you, number one, the ability to forecast your sales. And number two, a level of control over your business, which helps you sleep at night, that is for sure. So let's get straight into it. This one is juicy. It's the one conversion formula, and I'm going to give that to you today, that you need to put your family back in control of the flow of sales coming into your business. So data and numbers in sales are something people really skim over sometimes. And the thing is, it's often the biggest mistake, as the proof is in the pudding, but the gold is in the data. This is where all the answers lie to increasing and getting full control over your sales and the projections that are coming in. So this section's quote is by the absolute sales legend and motivational speaker that is Zig Ziglar, who was famously quoted saying, "You will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want." And it's so true. Often we make business and sales all about us, right? And that's one of the biggest mistakes that we can actually make. We are sad, when we get a no. We're worried when someone doesn't want our product or service and we don't hit our targets. But the thing is, it's not about us at all. Sales at its heart is about connecting with someone else and truly understanding what they need and matching to that with our product or service, but only if it's suitable or relevant, right? It's our job to find out. Too many salespeople are out there trying to push products or services onto people, and they actually zero idea if they actually need or want them. So it's time to change the narrative here. So what do we do instead? Let's take a look at sales and marketing context for a moment. Often you might be suffering a lack of sales due to unclear or inconsistent messaging. That's often a big problem, but sometimes it's down to the lack of sales is down to an incorrect focus on the right sales activity and a lack of knowledge around the formula for success here to help you hit your targets. So we've talked about this already, but attraction marketing is great, and producing high quality content is one thing, but it's essentially like throwing a dartboard in the dark. Like, yes, you can have a content marketing strategy, but it's not really enough without the sales knowledge to pair with it. So this is where the conversion formula comes in. So take notes on this one, Buttes. If you nail this, your sales journey in business is going to be a lot easier. So first of all, we take our base conversion rate, and this is calculated by simply taking the number of sales that you've made in any given period, dividing that by the number of interactions or opportunities you created and how many of those converted, right? So that we can track this as a conversion rate over that period of time. So I'll give you a numerical example here. For instance, if you had 50 sales from 1,000 interactions, so maybe your audience is 1,000 people on Instagram and you made 50 sales from it, your conversion rate would be 5%, which is 50 divided by 1,000 equals the 5%. So in order to hit your sales targets, you need to know how many people you need to be bringing into your audience regularly to the top of your funnel, or tofu as we call it, to start your kind of buying process and to nurture people through the sales process. So here's how you can actually work this out. So what you want to do is divide the number of customers to hit your target that you need to make your sales by your close rate to calculate. So I'm going to go through it and I'll give you the example again. It's hard to explain the formula, but I'm going to put it in the comments under here as well, so you can actually see it in writing, because I think formulas are better in writing than they are spoken. But okay, divide the number of customers you need to hit your target by your close rate, and this equals the number of leads that you need to generate to hit that number. So For example, if we take the 5% conversion rate from above and say you have a sales target of $10,000 this month and your service costs $500, so you need 20 sales to hit that target. So you take 20 sales divided by your conversion rate, which is 5%, and that equals 400 leads or interactions needed to hit your target, right? That's power. Now you know how many people you need to be speaking to, how many opportunities you need to start generating to get your close rate at your current conversion rate. So that really is powerful stuff there. Instead of kind of just aiming and trying to hit your target and then being disappointed when you don't, this gives you some core solid data to actually get there, to actually hit your numbers and to, you know, hit your targets incrementally as you go. So it's really, really gold when it comes to your sales targets and working towards them. And finally, so don't worry if it's taking you a hot minute to get your head around it. Like I said, I'm going to write this under the video as well, so you can use this formula. If it's all new to you as well, don't worry, take a minute to get to grips with it and try out these formulas and these numbers and see how it helps you and if it gives you clarity working towards your targets. And right, guys, that's pretty much it from me. It's time for implementation, so time for you to nail your numbers. So write down your close rate, your number of sales within this sales period that you're in right now, and the number of interactions or opportunities, your sales target numbers, your monthly or annual total, and your product or service value. And then write down your lead pool rate, so how we worked that out before, and the number of sales needed, and your conversion rate, so that you've got all of your numbers laid out down there and you can use those to work out your formulas using those very simple two that I went through here. And, you know, knowing your numbers when it comes to lead generation and sales prospecting just really is a game changer. So good luck, and drop me a DM on Instagram or on one of the social channels if you want to talk more about hitting your sales targets and how I might be able to help you.